Last month, I made over $8,800 on my digital product going video. Now, I would not have even come close to this almost $9,000 number if I didn't do 4 things to help increase my sales. And I'm gonna break down what those 4 things are that you need to be doing to make more sales from your digital products. And then I'm gonna be sharing 2 bonus tips at the end of this video that could literally take your digital product sales from thousands of dollars to tens of thousands of dollars every single month. So I want to walk through how I made this money. Like $8,800 seems really cool, but I want to tell you exactly how that money was made. Now, in 1 month's time, we had 182 purchases of Going Video. That came to about $6,700. So where's that difference coming, right? Well, this leads into mistake number 1 most people make when selling their digital products. They don't have a bump. And what I mean as a bump is very similar to this checkout page for Going Video. You see this additional $17 offer. Now, this offer is something that's going to complement the digital product. It's not something that should be in the digital product where people are like, well, why am I going to pay extra for that? And then cause them not to even buy your digital product. It needs to complement the digital product. Think about if you're checking out at Amazon, right? And it's like, would you also like this? You may also want this, right? It's trying to increase the cart value. And that's what a bump can do. Now, in my case, Going Video focuses on getting you started on video. It's not diving into any strategies. It's teaching you equipment, the setup, and the workflow process that you need to have. So we've been testing 2 different bumps, one being our Kickstart Your YouTube Spark Challenge, which is 5 days of challenges to get your YouTube channel started. Now, in Going Video, I'm not promising a YouTube strategy or to get you started specifically on YouTube. I'm just promising to get you started with video. So people who come through buying Going Video and they're like, yeah, I also want to start a YouTube channel. It makes sense for them to go ahead and click and add that for $17 more. So that bump over that 4-week time that we are dissecting here brought me in over $500 extra dollars. So you could be missing out on a couple extra $100 here if you are making the mistake of not adding a bump on your checkout page. Now, before I share the second mistake so many people make, I want to do a little bit of a mindset adjustment here because so many of us think, well, if we just keep asking them to buy something, we're going to annoy them. Absolutely not. If you've been following along in this series that I've been doing here on my YouTube channel about digital products and why it's so important, if you are focusing on solving one problem for one person and these offers are solving that problem, you are helping them. Right? You are giving them a solution. They have this problem. They've been looking for a solution and they've already got to the checkout page, right? You are doing them a disservice if you have additional offers or additional digital products that can help them speed up or streamline solving this problem that they have. So I just wanted to wedge in here a little bit of a mindset moment that you're not annoying them if, again, you're focusing on offering them a solution to that one problem that one person has. So that leads me into the second mistake most people make when creating their digital product is not having a one-time offer after people purchase your digital product. So in this example of Going Video, my one-time offer was editing for conversions, which is my course that dives in on how to edit for YouTube. And you get $100 off when you purchase it through the funnel. Now, I'm not promising how to edit in Going Video, right? I'm teaching you to go video, get started with video. And then in the bump, Kickstart Your YouTube Spark, I'm showing you how to get started on YouTube, not how to edit on YouTube. So you see how this journey through basically this checkout process is giving them more solutions to the problems that they had. And it's not just throwing something wild out there like how to set up a sales funnel, right? I'm really thinking about the person that's going to be purchasing Going Video and what are the different problems that may be coming up along the way that I could solve for them. So this one-time offer is $97 and it brought in an additional $1,600 more dollars for me. Moving on to mistake number 3, most people make with a digital product is not having some type of follow-up sequence. So if you have an email system like ConvertKit, I use FGF. If you want to try FGF for 14 free days, I will link an affiliate link down below where you can check it out, see if it's something that you want to do. But what you can do is create an abandoned cart sequence. So again, you know how maybe you're checking out at Old Navy or maybe you're on Pottery Barn, right? And you put things on your cart and then you get distracted. Or maybe you just want to see how much it actually costs. But an hour or soon after, you get an email from them saying, hey, you abandoned your cart. Where are you at? Are you having a problem, right? You can do that if you have certain email systems that allow you to do that. So what happens is people go to checkout, and if you're like me, a kid comes running in with a runny nose or screaming because there's a stink bug in the bathroom and they're on the toilet trying to pee, right? And you get distracted and you don't finish your checkout series. And so by following up with an abandoned cart email sequence, you can really bring back those sales by reminding them, hey, I noticed you were checking out. What's happening? You can also encourage them to respond to your email with any questions that may be holding them back from purchasing. So in my abandoned cart sequence that I had set up for Going Video in 1 month, I was able to recapture 12 sales. So people that went to the cart, put their information in to check out, and then didn't actually hit buy, I was able to recover 12 of those, which was almost $500 more in sales. Now, the biggest mistake I see so many people with digital products is this: getting traffic to your offer and promoting it. With a digital product, you can't set it and forget it. You've got to continue talking about it. You've got to continue getting your audience aware of it. You've got to keep pushing people to that page, because if people aren't seeing that sales page or seeing that offer for that digital product, who's gonna buy it? So it's up to you to promote it, talk about it, market it, and then really understand what it's going to take for you to make the amount of money that you want to make on that digital product. So I want to dive into some numbers here, because so many of my clients inside a 10K on replay tell me the biggest aha moment they have inside working with me is understanding their numbers, breaking down the math to get to the revenue number that they want to get to. And I'm not a math person, so I keep this incredibly simple, but it still allows you to see what you've got to do to make the sales that you want to make. So for Going Video specifically, in 1 month's time, I had 1,000 people land on that page. Now that's from my email list, that's from talking about it here on YouTube, that's from talking about it on Instagram. This is not any ads. And that page organically ended up having about a 10.5% conversion rate, which is incredibly high, because on average, you can expect your sales page to have about a 2.5% conversion rate, meaning of 100 people that land on your page, you can expect about 2.5 people, say 2 to 3 people, buy. Now mine was high because it was a brand new offer. We did a lot of promoting leading up to it. So I will expect my conversion rates to go down the further away we get from all the hype. We're gonna pull out the calculator here, right? You wanna make $10,000 from your digital product, and your digital product is, let's say, $17. You need to sell it 518 times. With a 2.5% conversion rate, you need to get over 23,500 people to that landing page, that sales page, every single month. And that's where people really get disenchanted over this digital product that can make them $10,000 a month. They don't understand the numbers behind it and the traffic and the promoting, the constant promoting that's required. But that's just a $17 product. So if you start to incorporate the bumps and you start to incorporate the OTOs and the bonus tips that I'm about to share with you, you don't need to sell 588 to get to 10,000 as quickly, so you won't need as much traffic. But it is really important right here for you to understand what it looks like, how many people you need to get on that sales page, how many people that need to buy for you to hit this kind of like pie in the sky of $10,000 a month from a digital product. Even I wasn't able to do it with a brand new offer, right? I said I made $8,800 in that first 4 weeks. Now, I want to break down some more conversions for you so you have the numbers, because I really wish I had these numbers when I got started. Like I said, your sales page is likely to convert at 1.5%. Remember that bump we talked about, that like $17 add-on on your checkout page? That should convert around 25% of people. So if you have about 100 people buy your digital product, you can expect about 25 of those 100 to add that bump on. Mine is a little bit low, being truthful. Mine is at 16%, so we're gonna be testing a few things if we can get that conversion rate up on our bump. And then that OTO, right? Once they've purchased and now they're at kind of the thank you page, there's an extra offer for them. That should convert around 10%. So again, if 100 people check out, you can expect about 10 people to buy that one-time offer. Mine's really close to that. My conversion rate there is about a 9.3%. So I could probably do a little bit of tweaking to that OTO to get it up a bit, but I'm pretty on par there. So when you're creating your digital product, I really don't want you to make the mistake of forgetting how are you going to keep getting traffic to the sales page? What does your promotion plan look like? How are you plastering that link everywhere? Is it on your website? Is it in your YouTube description box? Is it in your link in your bio, right? Make sure people are aware of this thing that you have to offer. And you've absolutely got to talk about it on social, here on YouTube, on Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you're hanging out on, and you want to show them how you're using it in real life, because if they see how they could actually use it, then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I need that too. So the more you can incorporate showing how to use it in your social media, in your promotional plan, the more traffic you're gonna get to the sales page, the more sales, then you're gonna allow yourself to have that higher cart value too when you're adding that bump in the OTO as well. Now let's talk about these two extra bonuses and big advice when it comes to maximizing the profit that you can make from a digital product. This first one comes from my coach, Julie Chanel, and she says you've really got to win the price war when people come to your sales page. So what does that mean? When people come to your sales page or your digital product shop offer and they're reading through what they get and everything, you want them to think it's going to cost more than what the price is. So if they're reading through it and they're like, man, I bet this is like $97, and they see then it's $37, you win the price war. Now, if they're reading through it and they're like, you know, I would probably spend $37 for this, and it's $37, you don't win the price war. They may buy, but you really want them to think everything that's included in that digital product is well worth the price that it is. Now, the best way to really figure this out is to share your sales page or share your digital product offer, your shop with somebody and take the price off and ask them, how much do you think this is? This is something that we do inside a 10K on Replay, my group coaching program, where you can submit your landing page, your sales page to me for an audit. You can take the price off of it, and I can tell you what I think the price is, and we can see if you win the price war. You can also share it with the community inside a 10K on Replay, because I think it's so important that we do get feedback, because when it comes to pricing, it's really hard to figure out what you should price things at. So getting feedback and getting what other people think it's worth is really going to help you feel confident and comfortable with your pricing and ensure that you are winning that price war. Now, this other bonus tip or bonus advice is going to be huge for generating revenue in your business. And it revolves around when you're creating a digital product, think about the bigger picture involved here. When you're creating a digital product, is there a way that you can really lead that purchaser, that person that buys that digital product into that next way to work with you? Maybe you are a brand designer. Maybe you are a website builder and you only have one-on-one services. But think about it. In that digital product, how can you start breadcrumbing why they would need to work with you next? Maybe you can talk about, this is a little bit more detailed in the coding and it gets a little complicated. I actually do that for my clients with my one-on-one services, and you can start sharing with them why it would be advantageous for them to want to work with you. Or maybe you have a course. Remember, with our digital product, we're solving one problem for one person. Maybe you have a digital course that then breaks down the entire strategy about building your website, right? Maybe you gave them a website template and they're going to set up their website template, but you start to mention, this is a bigger picture strategy here, and you want to think about how you're going to write this code. Again, I'm not a website builder, but you want to start breadcrumbing the next way to work with you. That's how you're going to take a $17 product, digital product, and start making $2,000 on it, right? Because maybe to work with you, it's $2,000. Inside of Going Video, I breadcrumb 10K on replay because I can give you feedback on your video. I can help you build a video strategy that's going to lead to more sales in your business. I can help you build a business model so the traffic you're getting from your video content allows you to make more money in your business. And so I drop breadcrumbs about 10K on replay, which is at this point in time in recording a $7,000 investment. So that's how I can take a $37 purchase and build it up to a $7 purchase. So when you're creating your digital product, I really challenge you to think about, how can I weave in here the idea about that next step working with me, whether it's a couple $100 course or whether it's a one-on-one service or a coaching program, because that's really going to be what takes your digital product $17 to $37 offer and make hundreds of dollars off of it. Now you can totally check out how I did this inside of Going Video. You can purchase Going Video for just $37 at trenalittle.com/Going Video. And if you're still stuck on some digital product ideas, I dropped over 15 of them in my last video. I'll link it right here for you to check out now.